What's up, YouTube? So my client asked me to take this wig from looking like a granny to a baddie. So here we go. I'm going to use my mousse to mold back that hairline to see what I'm working with and how I get a visual for basically how I want it to look. Now keep in mind, this is not my wig. This is a client's wig, so I remove less hair than I would on my own. And when I'm going to put it on her head, I will then continue to pluck as needed. But less is more when it comes to doing it for somebody else, because everybody has their own preference on how they want their hairline to look. Now, once you do all that, and you get a good grip on that lace, you will separate the hair into 3 parts, the sides and the middle. Also part out where the parts could be, because she's doing like I believe a to the left free part, like a free fall over look. So I was not supposed to pluck on those parts, but I'm gonna show you where I messed up at. And it happens to the best of us. Like, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. So here I'm going to take my wax stick and my hot comb and press that hair back diagonally, because it gives it a more realistic look. How your hairline looks realistically, it's like diagonally when you're combing it back. So, and it keeps you from plucking holes in there. And I'm gonna do that same thing I did to the other side to this side. As you can see, that hairline is pretty thick. This is curly hair, so I personally don't remove a lot of the hair. I just want the front part where people actually gonna see it to look more realistic. So I'm not gonna go crazy with the plucking. But like I said, I made some mistakes within this video, and I will show you where I did. And right here, you're going to part out where you're going to start plucking. I would suggest you start plucking from the back, so you could see what you're doing. Remove that bulk of hair from the hairline before you proceed to the front. Now right here is not too much detail I'm doing. I'm just going to remove the bulk of hairs, the thickness of it, so that way as I'm moving towards the front, it starts to lay more flat. Now you would want to pluck, I do like a little jingle in my head: 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. And you want to skip spaces as well. Do not pluck in the same spot for too long. So it's a 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Now this is also where I messed up at, because I did not even part it in the right place. So I wound up plucking, excuse me, on the part a little bit, but I was able to finesse it, and you can't even really notice it once I'm done. But take your time. Right here, you don't have to worry about too much detail. You just want to remove the bulk of hair. So now I'm moving, that's why it still looks thick there. I'm moving on to the next part, and now I'm starting to get a little more detail with my plucking. You want to make sure that your tweezers are sharp and the slanted part is on the head. So now you see I'm going in on it, and that's how it looks. The head was getting on my nerves, moving and stuff. So I'm also comb as you go along, so you could see how much hair that you took out. Now where you wanna you're not just plucking to pluck, you are plucking to get the hairline, the natural hairline look. So where you see that is the most thickest at, you would then go in with your tweezers and remove hair, one hair at a time. Pluck behind the line, not on the line. Pluck behind the line. And part thinly, so you could actually be getting that hair out and see and get a more realistic look. Use your wax stick and your hot comb. Press that hair back diagonally. Pluck diagonally. Do not pluck straight back. Now I'm seeing what I'm doing. I remove some more hair. Now she's looking like Scalpiana. There you go. Yes. So I'm working my way up towards the front. I'm showing you where I will be plucking on those thick parts, not where you see the spaces, because you will pluck a hole in that lace and then you be mad talking about, let me find a video so I could ventilate and add more hair. You don't want to do that. So just take your time. I'm just going on those thick parts, and as you can see, I am pulling from behind the line. I am not plucking on that part that I made. I am plucking behind the line. That's very important because I done messed up a few of my wigs plucking holes into them, plucking too much. So I always say less is more when you're first beginning. Just try to get a realistic look and remove that bokeh hair. As you continue to pluck and become more brave with plucking, you'll get better at it, and we'll be out here plucking like Tay, okay? But for now, we're just gonna learn how to remove the bokeh hair and become confident in what we're doing. So as you can see, there's a gradient, and you see that hairline. Yes, look at that hairline, honey. Now look at the other side. Yes, you could tell the difference. Now, when I've finished, I styled the hair again. I am taking my Got to Be wax spray this time. There she goes. And I sprayed that where I will be hot combing. I'm basically just trying to style it and see what it's going to look like when I put it on my client's head. And I'm again diagonally hot combing the hair. Oh, look at that hairline. It looks so nice. Now, this is not my wig. If it was mine, I would have removed a lot more hair. But because my client is not here, I am not going to do that. Get into much detail with the hairline until I put it on her head and I see what it looks like. Because you do not want to pluck a hole in your client's wig. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But just try to make it look as realistic as possible, as neat as possible, and you'll be all right. You see? She looks really pretty. And with curly hair, you don't want a balded out hairline. It does not look right. The hair should be a little thick, going towards, a little fuller, excuse me, going towards the back of the hairline. Just diagonally hot comb it. Yes. I'll stop right there because you don't want to comb out the curl again. So here she is, the final look. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.